Our first real snowstorm is here, and of course, we try to stay 2 nights in it. So join us as we spend the next 3 days trying to make it to the top. So we started the trail with not a lot of snow. We started hitting like a few inches, and I basically decided to make it as hard as possible to air down my tires, which is what you see here. Literally the day before this trip, I put on Method bead grips, and those let me go down to around 5 psi, and I'm glad I got these, and you'll see that later in the video. So I ended up in this position because I was taking the turn too fast for having 40 psi on my tires. So really all I had to do was dig myself out on the tires and then air down to around 10 psi, and after that, I was out. You really can't tell on video, but this is a pretty decent hill, and on top of that, it slopes left, which is where I got stuck. So as he's coming up, he's trying to stay away from the tracks I just made. And with that little incident behind us, we can get back to enjoying the fresh powder. This is pretty much my first time taking this car through fresh powder like this, so right now I am enjoying every second of this drive. Don't let all the sunshine and the blue skies fool you. There was definitely a storm brewing somewhere in the distance, and you'll see all the struggles that brought. Also, no matter what, when you're driving in the snow, the ditch always finds a way to pull you in. Luckily right here, the ditch wasn't too big and I was able just to kind of turn out of it. At this point, we're making pretty good progress towards the top, but the snow is about to get a lot deeper. This section is not only uphill, but the snow did get significantly deeper, so now I need a little bit of a runway before I can start plowing again. Now that we're past that section, let's enjoy more of this temporary sunshine. With the day coming to an end and the storm slowly making its way towards us, we decided to find a place to camp. Also, shout out to my girlfriend for the Osmos, so I can still be fancy out here. It's the next morning, which means it's time for a quick breakfast and some coffee. With camp all taken down, it's time to head back up this hill into the storm. The sun is finally gone and the weather is coming in. Successfully made it to the top. Now it's time to head back to camp before we get buried out here. As you might expect, setting up camp in weather like this is a lot harder and takes a lot more time. With the night over and the storm gone, it's time to head back down the hill. And just like that, the trip has come to an end. But there is another storm in the forecast, so stay tuned for next week.